So Shannon, thank you for agreeing to do this, and I really appreciate what you and your team have done in the past year. So let me ask you, for the people out there who have no clue as to what the hell we're talking about, what did you do, how did it start, and then we'll talk about some of its results.
Okay. Originally, this heliotropic project, if you will, was, I think my team viewed it as another one of, another Shannon thing. We're going to do this thing that Shannon wants us to do, and Pam brought it to us, and it seemed like a good idea. We watched your TED Talk, and so it wasn't super easy or maybe natural in the beginning, but as we started talking about it, and started getting down the process, and every week we would talk about, okay, who was heliotropic this week? Did you witness something heliotropic? Did you have an interaction either with a customer or with one another? Let's talk about that. So I would kind of pull those stories out each week, and we would talk about them. And as time went on, it wasn't as hard to get the stories to come out, because there was kind of a natural progression. And I think that was a surprise for me.
You said earlier that it became theirs and it was no longer Shannon's, which was really cool for you. And then I said, well, what made it stick? And you said?
I think the results. So they would, as this got into their head about being their best self, because we talked a lot about that in the beginning, sort of, it was an easy way to describe what this project was, about being your best self and what that looked like and how you want to be. And I think as they got in front of customers or they got in front of employees, and they had that in the back of their heads and they were able to be their best self as they talked about those interactions and as other managers saw those interactions, I think that's how it kind of took on a life of its own, because then it started to become something bigger. To be your best self there could be a lot of ways to make that happen.